Hopefully y'all can hear this and everything. But me and Mama just talking about how crazy females is. Crazy, crazy. You know, it's just like that man that be on that car uh, ad. They be like, it's a crazy bill going for the cars and all that. These women and men, don't get me wrong, I'm not just saying one, but for me in the dating game, women crazy, man. Like they, and what I mean by crazy, I mean like crazy, crazy. Like the dating game is just like, damn, you gotta go older, or damn, you might as well just be with an old woman to be honest. It's much more easy to be with an old woman. You know why? Because at least she knows what is expected. She ain't letting society put in her head this new status quo and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. And they say time we're nearing the end, so I mean, it's not really a surprise, but it's more of a shock on just how quick it's coming and just how bad it's going to get to where you're going to have females not even like I don't know they getting to the point where they just giving up like they just like I'll just go eat me a parrot of pussy in a minute because I'm just done being heartbroken or I'm done being a slut or I'm done everybody talking about taking my man. I'm just gonna eat some pussy and maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be better with a woman, that feels like me. No, dummy. That's not true. Like then you get on there and they get online talking about I'm not happy. She's not treating me this way. Oh my god. I wonder why. Negative and negative don't make a positive, idiot. You really feel math bad. That's basic math right there. You know what I'm saying? You can't put two peas and expect to get corn. I made that up. I just made it up. That's mine. Remember that. It's on YouTube, so it's documented. Anyway, can't put two peas in a pot and get corn. Alright? So that means if you already nagging, if you already have the bitch syndrome, and you get with a woman, what do you think she's gonna have? What do you think is gonna happen? You think she's gonna have that gene in the man? Did she got a gene in her that cannot be impulsive and you know what I mean? Become a man, be like, oh yeah, you're right. You know what? I was wrong. No, if you get her offended, she gonna get offended right along with you, and you just both will be two cats fighting. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a man that balances it out, be like, okay, I hear what you have to say. All right, I'll come back when it's over. Or you'll have your little argument and then it's done. He's like, I ain't got time for this. You walk away. Meanwhile, y'all taking on the fight for months or days or whatever y'all want to get angry. And it works. It's not how it works. It's not what it's made. You know what I'm saying? It's not what we do. Anyway, didn't want to talk about the LBGT thing. But I'm just saying it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You're confused. That's confusion after that because you want to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? You want to be accepted. Now back to what I was really talking about, which is relationships. It's hard to it's hard to get into relationships because they'll say, for example, say this. All right, I'm the guy, and I'm talking to the girl, and I'm telling her, I just want to be friends. Start off, see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? And I want to take you out. I'm not trying to jump into anything. They say that's fine, right? Take her out a couple of times, right? Automatically, now here's the thing. She also agreed that she did not want to be in a relationship. All of a sudden, let's just say a woman comes over, you have a female woman, she's like, who is she? And all this, and what are you doing? If you're fucking her, all this and that, and you be like, no, I'm not even screwing her. You know what I'm saying? This is just my friend. You know what I'm saying? But she's already treating it like y'all together. But she said y'all want to be friends, see where it went. Y'all ain't had sex or nothing like that. But she's already staking claim on you. Now don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that she's wrong for I'm not saying she's wrong I'm not saying that it's right to just be like, okay, take someone out and then you have a girl over, because the fact is that girl will be my friend. But it's wrong when she says she's not trying to jump in anything and she's treating the relationship like she is in a relationship. There's a difference. So basically, if the roles were reversed and I took her out, I'm just trying to get to know her, and let's say I went to her house and I seen a guy there. You know what I'm saying? She's not screwing him or anything. He's just a guy there. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how. So I hate to say it. Not trying to say it, but I hate to say it. White folks do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Well, then you have a girl, she's into Billy, and but John takes her out sometimes, and they just friends, right? And so Billy meets John one day and be like, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? And uh, Samantha told me a lot about you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, but thank you, all this stuff. We're like, well, how about I have a drink for you guys for some time? I'm like, yeah. Now, here's this thing. Let's say John likes, which most likely it's the case, John likes Samantha a little more than he should. And one day he comes on to her, you know, while maybe wine or whatever, you know how it goes. And she tells him, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm really flattered that you look at me like that, but I have eyes for someone else. You know, I really like Billy. And at that point, if he's a gentleman, he'll be like, okay, I'm sorry. You know, won't happen again. Now, you see that instance? Easy, right? But in our culture, it's not like that. The sisters or the brothers, whoever come up with, they'll see something and they'll escalate that. And then it be a whole big problem. Some nigga getting shot or someone getting beat to a pulp. And none of them she's not none of their girls yet. But you see how the confusion of not having the bar set in our culture can cause damage. And the whole problem is it's caused years of damage. We're at a state where God has to come back for a simple fact. We're so far gone now. We've done years, we've done decades of damage to get ourselves out of that mindset of we're not worthy of this or that this is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The cheated baby daddy. When that song, ooh, that just my baby daddy came out, it really damaged the society because no one was calling their ex boyfriend a baby daddy. They would say that's the child of my father. You know what I'm saying? They had people. Now it became baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? And that's years. It's been over 20 years now, right? Oh yeah, well over 20. It's been well over 20 since that song came out. Now, what I'm saying is, it's the same thing when you teach your child, oh, men ain't shit, or women ain't shit. And they get indoctrinated and they think, yeah, mom said they ain't shit. This is how she treats her man. This is how he treats his woman. Yeah, must be how it is. And the cycle continues. Now, do you think that Cardi B is acting like that? Because y'all all like to follow the trends of the world and who is in mainstream media. They are not acting like that. You know what I'm saying? You listen to their music, but they getting paid just to say what is going on in your life. All they doing is rapping on what's going on in your life. They're not living like that. You know what I'm saying? Half of the people who claim to be hood, they got college degrees. You kind of look, you do their background, they got college degrees. People like Kendrick Lamar, they are smart. People like J. Cole, they are smart. They're not going around selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? They're not going around being misfit and bad parents and stuff like that. They're not like that. Cardi B, they not like that. They want the best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might be, some of them might have a little hood in their thing, but that's because that's where they came from. But they have business about themselves. And that's the one thing that I feel my people misconstrue. You know what I'm saying? They get misunderstood about. It's that these are not, that's what you see on TV is not the real them. All right? It's not what they're doing. It's what they're doing to sell to keep you where you are now. To keep me where I am. Thank goodness I'm a woke one, so I know where in my poverty, I know how I could come up. You know what I'm saying? How I could beat the system. Because you don't need a lot of stuff. You really don't. You really don't need a lot of stuff. All they do is tells everybody that you have money. But who cares? Who really cares at the end of the day? If anything, if they do care, it's because they want to get inside of what you have. You know what I'm saying? It's not you, it's not you that they want or they think is cool. It's what you have. Think about that. When you see a playground, you don't care that it's a playground. You only care that you can have fun with it, right? It's the same thing. When they see you with all their money, they don't care about you. They care about money, using your money. That's a big difference. It's a whole world of usury. Anyway, sorry I got out of play, but all these things run back. Everything I just said though still runs back to relationships, because people are deceiving and being deceived because their perception of life and their discernment is not right. It's not right. It's worldly. See, if you think of everything spiritual, you would think what's in their mind first, because you could be. I just seen this in the live earlier on another social network where the females were talking some real stuff for once. They had a real conversation, and I learned something. And she was like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, well, I learned something, and then I also was confirmed also something that they said that I always said. Is that she said that she was one of the first females that said that you can dress lovely. The man can have a nice car and all that, but treat you like shit. That man could be a crazy ass person. Or you can dress like a thug. You can be dressed what the world calls thug. You know what I'm saying? And that man will help someone an old man across the street, because he knows he has morals and stuff. It's the same way, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to see who the person is. Don't just look at some pretty eyes and what his words is. Just because he think you cute. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh my God, he's so cute, he's so cute, he's so nice. No, look what his mind. What's in his mind? What's in her mind? You know what I'm saying? She can have a fat ass, nice nails, and she can have a lot of money, but can be a wicked ass person, a Jezebel. And that's the worst thing to fall for. Because if you get with them, see, wherever your heart desires and wherever your spirit lusteth after, it's going to manifest into the physical. So that if you're looking for a woman that's pretty, but you're not saying in your head that you look for a woman that's pretty and she's smart and nice and faithful, then you're going to get just that pretty girl, and that pretty girl might come with all types of troubles that you don't want. You have a big problem. Trust me, I've been there where I just wanted somebody. My spiritual energy was going for, I just want somebody that I can build with and all this. And I got crazy lunatic. The girl was beautiful, but she's crazy. You know what I mean? And I did not know that, because once again, she looked like she was right. You know what I'm saying? Acted like she was down. But then when I got rid of her, fruit started showing that she was a rotten tomato. So like, you gotta be, very, very careful. And this is not to bash anybody. This is only because I'm just spoke about minds too. So that's a testimony. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing, you gotta stop blaming everybody for your mistakes. That's the biggest thing. Stop blaming everybody for your mistakes, because we all make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? Folks like, oh, you ain't nothing. Well, you chose to be with that nothing person. What was it about you that attracted him? Or what is it about you that keep making you? What is it that you're doing that shows the imposter that you're slim picking, you're quick pickings for, you right for the picking to be taken over. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it's like, I hate to say this, but it's like a rapist. He don't just look for a girl that got tight pants. No, he look for the girl that's wearing that skirt and most likely they ain't got nothing under them, so he can just rip that off. They say when they look for somebody to rape, they look for something that's easy to take off. That's what they're looking for you. Do you have anything in your personality that makes it easy, that says break my heart or run over me? You know what I'm saying? Use me. Some of y'all got stickers that says use me. You know what I'm saying? You never ever give out everything to a person so quick. What I mean by give out, never let a person know in the beginning if you're falling for them so quick. For a simple fact, they will take that and they will use it to their advantage. You can say things like, I can see myself falling for you in the future. You can put it out there if you want to say it like that. And you might be wanting to say, I'm falling for you now, but you say, if you need to get it out so bad, it's I can see myself falling for you in the future. That way they be like, okay, they're gonna try to see. That way you can see how long that nigga plays that part. You know what I'm saying? Because usually it's like a month and a half, if a month. And you know what I'm saying? If he still playing like he's the same guy, then that's him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have like a 90-day window or at least 2 months before you open up your legs, because a nigga's gonna play the part as long as he can. And if he's really faithful, he won't be trying to like have sex every moment. No, he's not. He's gonna actually be having sex through being around you. You know, that's what I do. For me, I get off just from being around the woman, just for, you know what I'm saying, taking her out and seeing her laugh. You know, that's the spiritual side of it. The physical side of it is you actually having sex. But you ever hear somebody say, I mean, it's very rare people, and that's really passion. That's different passion. Everybody don't have that. Some people don't even know right now that they never been in love. They think they've been in love, but it was infatuation. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference. Because I had to learn infatuation. Real love is like when you can go and someone can make you angry. I'm talking really angry, but you still have that love from not lost. Some people, they get angry in a relationship and they quick to be like, oh yeah, I'm done. Well, you never really care about the person. That was just infatuation. You know what I'm saying? That was just infatuation. He was eye candy or she was eye candy. You know what I'm saying? You never really loved that person, because true love, and I believe this. True love is there forever, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna be a stupid fool. I'm not saying that. When I say true love lasts forever, it means if you really love a person, you can't help but to love them. The best way to explain that is how the Most High is. He loves every single one of us, but he hates the wicked, and that's in there. He hates the wicked. You know what I'm saying? He hates the wicked. And so what I mean by that is, to the one that falls, like, you know, like one that falls here and there, you know, they have a struggle, he ain't love. But to the one that knows what he's doing and know that he's evil and he just do it because he takes pleasure in it, no, the Most High does not love him. The Most High sets one up to be destroyed, and you can look that up in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the scriptures that those that hate me, I do visit them. Even to the third generation line, he goes and gets you. So not only he going and killing you, but he's also messing up the people that comes after you. You know what I'm saying? He come and visit them like, you know what? You look just like Paul. I'm about to get you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make it there because you're descended from him. You know what I'm saying? He did, but I just want to still get, you know what I'm saying, vengeance on what he done. You know? Most High, it's not good to piss him off. It's really not. But I'm going to put this up. All I want to say is we got to start loving each other, all right? We got to start loving each other. You got to stop using, like, mean things to say to each other. Stop saying mean things. Say what you mean and don't say what sounds good. I used to tell my ex that. Say what you mean and don't say what sounds good. And that means if I'm mad at let's say I have a woman and I'm mad at her, I'm not going to say, if we get into an argument and let's say that she's telling me I need to stop going out so much, and still saying you tripping, I can't stand, see, that's what I'm talking about, I can't deal with this, all that. No, I just be like, well, you know what, I'm going to try to stop, but I'm going to try, why don't you come with me? Or I would say, right now, I just feel like I need this right now. I will try, I will try, to go less, But right now, I don't see myself. Be honest, and you can be honest. If you see yourself not doing, be honest and be like, I don't see myself, but please pray for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's a mature way of doing it. Not that, oh, you're not gonna do it, so F you then. I'll find a nigga that will. That's a whorish way of going about it. Now you might, if a girl say that, you might want to end the relationship right then and there, because eventually she or he will go out the relationship. The minute someone says something about going and being with another person and they're supposed to be really in love with you, they have potential to go outside the relationship. So be very careful. All right, y'all. It's been 20 minutes. I'm sorry to talk y'all head off, But I'm ending this. Shalom. Hope that whoever's watching this, thank you, like, favorite, subscribe, and I love y'all. To those in Israel, peace.